Maverick R update video. A lot of stuff going on this machine. This thing is gonna have a lot of accessories installed, and I want to get it all done before the season starts because I don't want to have to be wrenching on this during the season. I only want to focus on making videos, going on trips, and not tearing anything apart and putting it back together over and over again. What is that thing right there? So yeah, we're installing a bunch of accessories. You saw the tip on the intro of the video, the antenna. We are going to be running rugged radios. I got a second Switchpros. Let me show you some of the changes I've been making to this machine that's going to make it just perfect for me while I'm riding. Give me all the bells and whistles. For starters, the Switchpros. The Switchpros used to be down there. Well, it's still down there, but the lighting was over there, and we moved it to the steering wheel. This is the MTS Off-Road 3D printed center steering wheel. Chingazo, I guess you could call it. This thing is pretty dope. This is gonna house all my lights, headlights, mirrors, light bar, chase, dome lights, rock lights, whips, and this, let me turn the domes back on. This right here, that's gonna be my push to talk. So I want to be able to have a push to talk. I don't want to have a cheap looking Velcro strap thing here. That's gonna be push to talk. That's gonna be really cool. Or this is gonna be really cool. I'm really excited to see how that works out because I haven't actually wired rugged radios, PTT on a Switchpros. I'm pretty sure I can make it work with a relay. But maybe I'll show you guys how to do that in another video. It's basically the same thing as that dreaded exhaust video that everybody's been asking me about. I have it on my bench. I haven't got to it yet, but that's gonna be cool. PTT on the steering wheel without having to have one of those strap-ons. Very cool. So rugged radios, since we're talking about that, that's gonna be here. We got the intercom set up. We got the Mac Air pumper. I moved the switch over here instead of being over here. It's kind of stupid right here, honestly. Look, I can't look down and use it while I'm, yeah, I don't like it there. So I moved it over here, which is great. The M1 radio is gonna go down here. Still haven't installed that. I actually haven't even installed a lot of it. But basically rugged radios kit, that's gonna be perfect for the communications. M1 radio 696 plus. But decided not to do the STX, which is the stereo version of the intercom. I mean, I think the best benefit on those would be like an actual headset, which I never run. We run the helmet, so I think the regular 696 plus is gonna be fine for me, and it's cheaper. You gotta be on a budget. I'm broke, nigga, I'm broke! GPS, you all know that the factory GPS sucks. It just is not good. It's too many problems with it. You have to have your phone hooked up to the device, and especially when it's not even cold weather, warm weather, your device will heat up. The maps don't save that great. If you don't have service, it doesn't work that great. F all that. We did a Garmin GPS. I've had this for a few months now. Never had the chance to use it because Big Blue's been down. I actually got it for Big Blue. Actually, it was a return for whatever reason, and I ended up just keeping it for myself. We are using the device holder from Can-Am. Basically a straightforward install. You install a device holder, and then the mount for this guy, you just take off this plate and then drill some holes and put that plate on there, run your cable, and that goes through the system, goes down there, and it's basically on when the ignition's on. So that's perfect. I mean, I'm thinking, let me lock that in. I'm thinking it's gonna be all over the place, but there's no other solutions out there for the Can-Am that's gonna be like very usable. If you guys buy Maverick R and you guys get the base model, you don't have this dumb screen here, and you put this guy right there, and I think that would be perfect. Because honestly, this thing looks cool. It looks cool. It shows you speedometer, shows you like your turbo percentage, and a bunch of cool stuff. There's Bluetooth. There's things it can do, and when it comes to playing music, I'm sure it works great. All those things that have speakers, if you add a system to it, I'm sure it works great. But this screen needs to go right there. That would be ideal because it kind of gives you duplicate stats or what's the word I'm looking for? Data. Speedometer, RPM, what gear you're in, two-wheel, four-wheel drive, smart lock. It's on both screens. It's kind of retarded that it's on both screens. Not retarded. I would have settled for an 8-inch, put it there, or 7-inch, put it there, and then Well, honestly, if they would just give us a good GPS, we wouldn't have to deal with any of this stuff. But I'm going off on a rant. Let me show you guys some of the other things that I added to the machine. So, dual switch pros. We got the Garmin. We now have this guy, and I'm about to bring my key to show you guys this. I added a Legend, Acumen Legend. It's been on there for a while, but we finally got it working. I wired it all up. I got a camera built in here that faces forward, and another camera that comes out my tube and sits on top of my air intake, and that guy is gonna film the rear. So that's very cool because I could, you know, film the guys behind me, or actually I could see behind me. So let me go bring my key and we'll turn that up and you guys can see what I'm talking about. Key on, there's the GPS, there is, let me turn this guy off. So pretty damn cool that I can see behind me now. Unfortunately, this freaking thing is a little crooked. I don't know if it's the camera or what. I think it's the camera, and that's not the sun, that's my Milwaukee flashlight. It's kind of dark outside right now. This thing does have other options. If you have the added switch system, you can turn on and off switch. I don't need that. I got 2 Switchpros, and honestly, oh shoot, where's the light? Honestly, bang for your buck. Switchpros is going to be the most expensive, but it is worth it 100 times over versus basically anything else out there. And I've tried them all. Been there, done that. We have a system in Stormtrooper. You guys have seen it already. I prefer the Switchpros. We have this new Legend. It's a very nice system. I prefer the Switchpros. And when it comes to like the Oxbeam and all the other Oxbeam knockoffs, or basically they're all from the same manufacturer, but that Soul switch panel system, that's from China. That one works, but it's not as high quality as the Switchpro. So still sticking with Switchpros. But anyways, that's something that this mirror does offer. But I'm not gonna use it for that. I'm basically gonna use it for recording forward and recording rearward, and obviously being able to see rearward when I'm driving. That's gonna work out great for me. In the back, you guys probably already saw that I do have a new tip, and it looks freaking sick. That's made by RPM Power Sports for the RPM Power Sports mufflers. It's a removable tip. You can't do that on the factory exhaust muffler. So if you want that kind of tip, you're gonna want to purchase the RPM Sport muffler. Everything's available on the website. You guys already know the Garmin, the Rugged radios, this exhaust, whatever you need, seats, everything. Switchpros, glifeutv.com. Head on over there and you can buy whatever you want. So that guy's not too intrusive, doesn't look too bad. We got the new antenna here for the Rugged radios. And basically we're just gearing this thing up. I want to make sure I'm ready to go and there's no issues in the future as far as, oh, I gotta add this product because I can't communicate with Abraham, or I gotta add this product because I don't have enough power. Psych. But we do have enough power. We're gonna be running E85. It's already in the car. The tune's in, the pump's in. I'll have a separate video for that, but I actually want to get some content of actually using the machine. I haven't actually tested it yet, but that's gonna be exciting because it's a lot of power. So yeah, E85 on this thing is gonna be a huge deal because, man, 100 horsepower, I know how it feels on Big Blue, I know how it feels on Stormtrooper. An extra 100 horsepower really wakes up these cars, and basically it's just way more fun to drive. The only thing is there is a issue with fuel consumption when it comes to 85. You're gonna run about 30% more fuel, burn it quicker, and also you're gonna burn it even quicker because you're always gonna be on the gas. You're gonna love the feeling of that extra power. So we are doing RPM auxiliary tanks. We're gonna have a separate video on these RPM tanks. They add 4.5 gallons each tank. So 4.5 gallons, 4.5 gallons. This one's what, like 12? I'm gonna have over 20 gallons of fuel for this machine, which is gonna be epic for those glamorous rides. I never have to turn around and go back and get fuel or be the one guy that says, oh, I ran out of fuel already. So this is gonna be perfect for me. I am gonna do a separate video on these RPM tanks, mainly because I wanna show you guys the routing of everything and how to properly install these tanks, the fuel lines, the fittings, because it is very important. We're dealing with fuel, and obviously things can go wrong. And you want to double check, triple check, and make sure every single fitting is tight and everything is routed properly. So we'll show you guys that in a separate video. So basically I already pre-ran all the wires for everything minus the Rugged radio. So I'm still in the middle of running the Rugged radios. I'll be doing that tonight late, and then also the pumps. I'm actually going to be doing it a little bit different. I'm going to be running the pumps off the Switchpros versus the harness that they give you for the pumps for these auxiliary tanks, because I want to be able to run just the Switchpros, you know, without all these switches everywhere. So that's going to look really clean. The only other things I've added are this Can-Am bag here. I need some storage. We got doors on the way, and by on the way I mean I gotta pick them up. Over at TMW Off-Road, they came out with their doors finally. We've been waiting and waiting for these doors. They're finally out. Do you need them? No, you don't know. You don't need them at all. Like, don't buy them. Do you want them? Yes, go get them. Go order them from my website. I know I wanted them as soon as I saw them, and also it just completes the look and gets rid of kind of like this weird line that they like to do, sloping line. I want the straight line, kind of like the X3 was. So I'm excited because after that, once I get the frame powder coated, install the skin, I'm taking this thing straight back to Arizona to color bomb, and we're gonna get this thing wrapped finally. Because we got a lot of stuff going on with this machine. Like I said, I want to finish it before the season starts. Like, I want to be done riding on my new Venom wheels, which I haven't showed you guys yet. We got 35s for this machine for the Venom wheels, but we also have 35s for the stock wheels, which is going to be very interesting. I can't show you guys those yet because they're not released, but I will have them on the machine the next time we go out. I'll let you know how I feel about 35s on the machine, and then once the embargo is lifted, we'll show you guys these new 35-inch tires. They're really cool. The best part is they fit on the 16-inch rims for you guys that just want to swap over tires and not buy rims. So other than that, I do got to repowder coat the bumper because it got destroyed in Glamis. This is pretty destroyed as well. I'm thinking of just repowder coating this intrusion bar because it is removable, and then just polish the rest of the cage and try to get back some of the shine because it is completely dull. But not a big deal, honestly. That's what the machine's for, but I do like my stuff looking supreme for the start of the season, right? And then the only other thing is suspension, and I know I wasn't gonna do anything. I know I was gonna just beat on the machine how it is, but when HCR comes out with these really badass looking A-arms and trailing arms, your boy makes mistakes, financial ones, and I'm probably never gonna recover, but it is what it is.
So maybe I need to stop! Yeah! But I never go to store.
We'll be finally knocking off the fugly off the front knuckles and doing some black or red. Let me know what you guys think. I'm thinking red, black, and red for the arm, or everything red. I don't know. The wheels will be red. The wrap is gonna have multiple tones of red. And then, yeah, in the back, we're gonna be doing some radius rods from Alamy TV. Unfortunately, they're not ready yet, so those probably won't be on for a while, but machine is looking good, man. I'm really excited. Hope you guys like this video. Just a short one to update you guys on what I've been working on. Well, honestly, I've been working on a bunch of other stuff, but this is the one that is going to be my chariot for the next season. I know a lot of guys have been asking about Big Blue.
It's over. It's over.
Thank you guys to my Patreon members and my YouTube join members. You guys make the difference, man. That little amount, that $5, that $10, that $15 that you guys may be giving a month, that goes a long way. Hit up glifeutv.com for all your parts needs. Everything I installed on the Maverick R, the lights, the freaking bags, the rugged radials, the Garmin, the freaking tanks, every single item is on the website. Go pick up what you need. And of course, StayDirtyClothing.com for your merchandise needs. We got the No Pasa Nada hat right now. This one's full of mud. So a lot going on. I'll stop boring you guys, but thank you guys for watching as always. We'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully riding. I'm tired of freaking just wrenching on stuff, but it's hot. I've been working at night because during the day, it's too hot.